So I've recently finished Yu Yu Hakusho, and if you want my thoughts on it, go watch this video. And one thing I realized while watching this show is that it has a lot of similarities to my favorite anime of all time, Bleach. And by the end of the show, I realized that Yu Yu Hakusho is the big brother of Bleach. Now obviously, Yu Yu Hakusho has inspired multiple different series, since it's one of the biggest mangas of the 90s. But I feel like the two series that it's impacted the most are two members of the big three, Naruto and Bleach. Now I haven't seen all of Naruto yet, so I can't fully speak on everything it took inspiration from. But Bleach, on the other hand, it will be dang near ignorant of me to not see the clear inspirations that Kubo had from the story. I feel like a lot of the ideas Togashi explored in Yu Yu, Kubo took those blueprints and expanded much more on them. And one of the ways you can see this is in both the series' worlds. Okay, so for starters, both series have a very strong significance in the afterlife. For Yu Yu, when a person dies, their soul is sent to the spirit world, where Kurama decides their fate by reflecting on their life, to see whether they should go to heaven or purgatory. While in Bleach, if a person dies, their soul becomes a plus, a chained spirit that needs consult performed on them to go to the soul society. Or if the soul has significant regret or any lingering attachment, they become a hollow, and transfers themselves into Wako Munda. Both of these concepts are very similar, but distinct enough that it doesn't seem the same. Also, both shows have multiple different worlds or dimensions. Yu Yu having the living world, spirit world, and demon world. There's also a space between living world and demon world where there's this barrier between the two. In Bleach, you have the world of the living, the soul society, Wako Mundo, and multiple different pocket dimensions. In between these worlds, there is a pocket dimension called the Garganta. In between the world of the living and soul society, there is a thing called the Cleaner that serves as a sort of barrier between the two worlds. Sounds mad familiar, huh? Even in the power system's names, Yu Yu has Reiki, while Bleach has Reishi, Riryoku, and Ryatsu. Now, Kubo didn't just steal this from Togashi. The root word Rei in Japanese means spirit or soul, which, as I just proved, is very important in both series. And honestly, it's not just the worlds that are alike, even the main characters are. So we know how these guys are. Yusuke is the straight delinquent, while Ichigo is kinda a semi-delinquent. Yeah, he fights people, but mostly for the greater good, though people do tend to think he is. Ichigo has this cool, tough guy attitude, while Yusuke has this I don't give a crap, playful, and well, tough guy attitude. But deep down, they are both very caring people who will sacrifice their life for their loved ones. One is the spirit detective, while the other is the substitute soul reaper. And they're both employed by bum organizations who trust teenagers to do their job. They both also spam the same move and have a different variation of it, and another really cool move that they rarely use. They also both die, which is a shocking event that I will always love in a shonen story. And to be more specific, they both died twice, which is like, dang. They're not even 18 yet. Also, their second time dying, they both got brought back to life by the demon inside them. I also want to chime in and say that Yusuke's and Ichigo's renditions of their demon within trope are probably my two favorites, since they didn't just befriend their demon. It was always a part of them. Demon blood being part of Yusuke's heritage, and Ichigo's hollow side being a reflection of his soul. And both MCs went through internal struggles. Yusuke with purpose and Ichigo with self-acceptance. But if I'm being honest, I think the borderline most inspirational thing to come out of Yu Yu Hakusho for Kubo is the Chapter Black Saga. Hear me out. For starters, this is the darkest arc in Yu Yu, and a lot of the moral themes you can find in Bleach. Also, in this arc, Togashi introduced a lot more hacks powers rather than brute strength powers with the psychics. And if you've seen or read Bleach, you would know it has a bunch of different hacks abilities, especially in Thousand Year Blood War. For both shows, this causes battles to be much more strategic rather than I beat you cause I'm physically stronger. Also, I think this arc was the main inspiration for the Lost Agent arc or Fullbring arc in Bleach. Think about it, former Spirit Detective versus today's Spirit Detective, and former Substitute Shinigami versus today's Substitute Shinigami. Both Sensui and Genjo set out for revenge. Chapter Black also has this very mysterious vibe that you can definitely also feel in Soul Society and Fullbring arc. The Dark Angels are also very similar to Execution, where the groups truly don't know what they're getting themselves into, leading into their demise. And last but not least, some might say the most important similarity between these two series, and that's the drip. I wanna take you for a ride. Both Togashi and Kubo are really into fashion, and they're very good at expressing that through their characters, cause gosh. Yu Yu Hakusho's characters got that calm, timeless 90s drip, while Bleach characters be wearing sophisticated and stylish clothes. This charm just gives the characters and series overall much more flavor and identity. And there you have it, folks. Bleach is my favorite anime and one of my favorite series of all time, and Yu Yu Hakusho has become a top 5 anime for me. After watching both shows, the similarities don't make any aspect become more dull for me. I like Yu Yu's groundbreaking concepts, and Bleach take those concepts and give them a whole different flavor. Both these manga are classics, and their influence is undoubtable. Also they have banger soundtracks. Peace.